I mean,
should we talk about the album review
Zach Bryan.
of the week?
Yeah. So, do you want to do an overview?
I've obviously done a little overview of Zach. So we're
Have
talking
you got
about
the wife beating stuff in there, or did you leave that out?
I didn't quite put it in as wife beating, but I've got
Alleged.
a sort of a section where I wanted to talk about some controversy that's happened, and it sort of extends on from allegations of such things, Owen. You're right to say. But look, I think I just want to caveat this.
We've all been alligated of a few things from time to time. Alligated?
Yeah.
Is that a real word?
Not really.
It's a crocodile, isn't it?
What?
All right.
Anyway,
Forget about
fuck was that? I'm like,
alligated.
we've all had allegations put against us is probably a way that I would phrase it. But alligated, we've all been alligated against, which isn't a word or a statement anyone's ever going to use. But I wanted to caveat this before we actually dive into the album review and talk about Zach. I'm not a Zach Bryan fan, and I'm not saying that because I don't like him. I don't listen to his music. So this review, in my opinions, are coming across as someone that I've never listened to a Zach.
You're a new listener.
I'm a new listener. I've never listened to a Zach Bryan album before. I know some of his hits, which we'll talk about. I'm not the biggest country music fan either. So I am like on the harsh end of a critic as someone that it's not really my vibe.
Yeah.
So I've tried to keep it rounded.
And you're not getting paid.
And I'm not, there's no political or sort of
agenda
here. But to give you a bit of a guide of Zach, so
we'll skim read this.
I've learned some of this and I've learned some of this, but Zach effectively was born in Japan. I had no idea. So he's born in Japan. His parents are from a Navy background, and he went on himself to serve in the Navy. Started at the age of 17, served for 8 years, and started writing songs at like kind of 14 in his spare time, and then effectively
got a few of them. Fuck.
started posting stuff on YouTube, as a lot of artists do, posting stuff on YouTube. Musical stuff on YouTube, and he had a song that was called Heading South that was recorded on an iPhone outside his Navy barracks, went viral, did really well, and the Navy basically ended up
it's a great song.
Discharging him from the Navy to go and pursue music. So
Did you say discharge?
I did, yeah.
It's a funny word, isn't it, discharge? Because if you say it in context, it's fine, but if you say it on its own...
What, out of context? How often do you say discharge out of context?
Yeah, if I like said discharge to you, you wouldn't think about someone being let out of the army, would you? You'd think about...
Well, I wouldn't from you, because I'd know, obviously, that like it's only, it's a bit like when I said earlier, an oral agreement, and you're like, I've got one of those with my wife. Do you know what I mean? I can't take you seriously. So if you said discharge, obviously I'm not going to put it in a Navy context. I'm going to think you're fucking just being you. Is that fair?
Anyway,
should we carry on? So anyway, left the Navy after 8 years. And, Zach, I'm scrolling on notes, but Zach effectively...
If she's got discharge her.
Yeah. That's actually good consumer advice, to be honest. But
everyone has it, don't they?
This is his 6th album that he's released. And I'm just trying to ignore you. I'm just trying to ignore you. But it's his 6th album, and I think it's probably fair to talk about some of Zach's hits because he's got quite a few, and he's a huge name now. He's built an incredibly, what I would probably call, you literally taking the microphone away and taking the headphones off.
I'm so hot, mate.
You're so hot.
Rad's on behind me.
Oh, you're de-dressing. That's fine. I'll carry on. But he's built
very woolly jumper.
He's built an incredibly authentic fan base off the back of the fact that he's literally come from almost nothing, created a fan following on YouTube, and writes all of his songs himself, produces all of his songs himself. His first album that came out in 2019 called Deanne, that was self-produced. They recorded it literally in an Airbnb.
Diane?
No, it's not called Diane. It's called Deanne.
Can you still see me even though I'm wearing camouflage?
Yeah, you look like a fucking Zach Bryan fan. Oh no! That's not gonna go down.
I like 3 of the songs.
That's not gonna go down well. But yeah, sixth album. So let's talk about some of the hits. Because there has been. Do you want to cue some up? Because we can play. We can play some of the old
Something
music.
in the Orange. That's a great song.
Yeah. So Something in the Orange came out.
I think that's how I came onto him.
Yeah. 2022 that came out. That was his breakthrough hit for sure. Peaked at number 10 on the Billboard Hot 100. Something in the
whatever
Orange.
that is.
I actually really like this song.
It's a good
I think
song.
it's really, really lovely.
'Cause if I say I miss you, I know that you won't.
Yeah, lovely.
But I miss you in the mornings when I see the sun.
Should we do chorus?
I am, where the hell am I supposed to go? I'm poisoning myself again. Something in the orange tells me you're never coming home.
Yeah, it's a great song. Yeah, I'm going to talk about his vocals, but yeah.
So that was kind of his breakthrough.
Really great.
Came through with that song, and then he had a collaboration with Casey Musgrave as well that was called "I Remember Everything." So it was a.
Yeah, I know that one.
Do you want to cue that up as well? Because that,
Oh my god, maybe I am a fan.
I think you might be, but that
Actually,
that
struggle to get past the wife beating thing.
that debuted at number one. So it came out at number one. It also won a Grammy for Best Country Duo.
What's it called, bruv?
It's called "I Remember Everything."
Yeah. It's got millions of views.
Billions.
Do you remember that beat down basement couch? I sing you my love songs and you tell me about
It's a slow
how your
one.
mama ran off and I do remember every moment on the nights with you.
It's one of those old classic duets. That one where it sort of goes to and fro.
Yeah.
One minute he sings, and then she sort of sings a bit, and then sometimes they sing together. It's a duet. We'll talk about duets. It's quite a good topic for another time.
Yeah.
We'll find some of our favourites.
I agree with that.
Yeah. Because are they shit?
What duet?
Yeah. I think they're actually probably some of the best.
I think they're actually like super.
Probably some of the best.
Like,
You know,
beautiful
we talk about
if
the
you-
favours.
if you
Do you
get
know what I
it-
mean? The whole thing's
Oh
a
yeah.
duet.
If you get it right, it's like
there's a
I think
sweet
it's
spot,
amazing.
isn't there?
But yeah, look, that song did super well. And again, like without talking about every song that's done well for him, he's won Grammys.
Yeah, that's how he's, those two. Something in the Orange for mine is his breakthrough track.
Yep.
In a way. I know he had that TikTok one, but Something in the Orange is a big song.
Yeah.
A really big song. That's definitely how I came to him.
For sure. And probably
Yeah.
this one, I remember everything as well, because that was the one that
Yeah.
it won a Grammy.
It's a great song.
And again, like he's credited for selling, and this is what I don't understand. And we need to
Yeah.
dive into this more. For selling, it says selling 30 million albums and singles, but it's like, how did you sell them, or are they streams? I don't know what the difference is. It maybe
And
it is.
does a vinyl count for 3?
It must be like physical sales
has
because
to be.
he's got way more than 30 million streams. So it
What else
must
can
it
he
must
be?
be physical sales.
What else can he be, lad?
Now look, we're not here to talk about anything really other than the music for Zach, but there is quite a lot of stuff
He's
out
got
there.
a lot. He fucking pokes the bear, doesn't he?
There's quite
The
a lot.
old bastard.
There's quite a lot of poking the bear. He
Yeah.
obviously had quite a public breakup. Again, with someone that's. I'm not in this scene, so I don't know it, but her name is Brianna LaPaglia, but they call her like Brianna Chicken Fry.
She's a podcaster.
Yeah, which when I looked it up, it's like she like compared her leg or something to a Burger King chicken fry, and then that name stuck, and then she's like Brianna Chicken Fry. That's how people talk about her. Fuck knows. Do you know what? I have no idea.
I don't know.
But basically, he broke up.
She's obviously rich because she didn't take the 12.
Well, yeah. So apparently, she was offered quite a lot of money, apparently $12 million, to sign a non-disclosure agreement about their relationship, which she refused. Turns out she definitely got quite a lot of money, but we don't think it's 12 million, or the internet doesn't think it's 12 million. And he's just had other things. He's like, I think-
she turned down 12 million. Publicly turned down 12 million, and so they gave her 20, and she didn't say anything else. Do you know?
It's probably
That's probably
It's
what
probably
fucking happened.
but
goodness me.
she talked about kind of a emotionally. I couldn't see much about a physically abusive relationship,
Said
which we don't.
emotionally,
But there's a lot about emotion, which look, it's not really for us to say.
I
But
don't really know what that means.
he just like, he's been like arrested, or someone got pulled over in his team for like a traffic offence, and he was like quite aggressive with the police and stuff, and that got in the press. He's had a feud with another artist called Gavin Adcock, which is a terrible name, Gavin.
That's the worst name ever.
Who basically questioned on a podcast whether Brian was like really a nice guy. And there's a video, because I saw this, there's a video of him like scaling a fence, like backstage at a festival, like a fucking massive fence to like climb it and run and find the guy to like confront him about what he said.
Oh, Jesus.
So look, there's lots of stuff like that out there, but we're really here to judge him on his music. So the album,
here we go.
Heaven on Top.
Yeah.
Is that what it's called?
The album
Fucking
With
hope that's
Heaven
what
on
it's
Top.
called. Is it called
With Heaven on Top.
Is it called With Heaven?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's fucking embarrassing. I couldn't even
Write
down the album.
With Heaven on Top is... what are we doing here? Are you doing it first?
It's up to you. I've got plenty to say.
25 songs long, short. 25 songs and 1 hour and 18 minutes long. And I've tried to listen to it 3 times. So that's like a lot of time. I'm not a mathematician, but it might be more than 3 hours if you listen to it more than 3 times. It's a fucking joke. What are we doing here? It's it's technically a double record, but we're going to break it down. It starts with a poem, which is quite gorgeous. Actually, it's kind of a poem. Really, it's for me. I didn't really understand what's going on, but on the sort of third time I listened to it, I sort of thought, I do get it now. It's kind of just about life, actually.
So he does
Something
this,
about a river, and
he does it on every album.
yeah.
So
I
he
think
opens
that's
the
actually
album
maybe
with
the
a
best
poem.
track on the album is the poem. I don't really like the way it's filmed.
I think actually is doing something unique as an artist to do that and to open with a poem, and the writing is. This is the one thing I would say 100% nailed on as a huge positive for Zach and his music is the writing is really impressive. I think it's super.
Sometimes.
No, I think majority of the time. I actually think probably 90% of the time I think the writing is really strong, and I think it's super vivid. It's really emotional. He like paints some really like
Good imagery,
really amazing imagery, but about like very sensitive things that I don't feel like I've really heard from other artists. And we'll talk about some of the tracks. I don't want to like go through every track because we'd be here for like
we'd be here for
14
days.
3 days
And I
talking
would
about it.
So it starts with a poem, which is lovely. Actually, I'm all for that. Keep doing it. I think it's
100%.
great. I think it's great. And then it goes into like Runny Eggs, and you think, oh, that's quite good. It's kind of like Bob Dylan style track with sort of like a 2-stepping guitar back and forth, and then some like great harmonica. And that's it. It's quite stripped back, pretty simple, but like a nice sound. And it's like it starts well. I think it starts pretty strong. And then you're like straight into track number 3, Appetite, which, I've got no appetite for this track. Did you get it?
Yeah,
Is
that's silence. If you were ever a stand-up comedian,
is that not funny? Fuck! I bomb. I just bombed. Live was bombed. It's shit. It's just like a real simple, kind of noisy pop song. I feel like there's a lot. There's too much going on with the horns. It's horny a lot of the time. There's a lot of piano going on. There's a lot of guitars, but it's like, hang on a minute. The song's not great in the first place. This one,
so
and it kind of twos and fro's, doesn't it? The whole way through, you're like, I feel like there could be like I feel like this could be a really good like 8-song album. Do you know what I mean?
I think it's a really important point, and I almost want to leave you, if you don't mind, to like talk about the tracks. I feel like you probably listened to it in more depth than I have, and you can pick it out.
Yeah.
But in the research that I was doing for Zach, because as I said, I'm not a fan. I don't know him. This is like completely all research and what I found. He's never worked with anyone other than himself. He doesn't have a producer. He's never worked with a writer. He writes and self-produces. So every album that he's done, this is his 6th album, he's never had someone else in the room to help him curate his music. And I think he's almost created a rod for his own back, is the take I took of it. His music, the 2 hits that you just played us, are super stripped,
Yeah.
very, very raw, and almost acoustic. Let's call them
In a way.
acoustic. And then he's created this. He's selling out stadiums. He's not selling out arenas. He's selling out stadiums.
It's crazy.
He is huge off of the back of a one. Let's call it a one-man band. It isn't. There's other people, but it's a
no,
one-man
but in
band.
a way, it's a super stripped back tenor.
Now that's almost a double-edged sword, is how I saw it. So he has built a fan base off of one sound, being very authentic to his sound, but he gets criticised a lot for not producing because he doesn't work with a producer.
Right.
Look at what he's done with this album, and this is just my take because I'm not a fan. So he's released an album that's got 25 songs on it.
Yeah.
That, as you say, there's quite a lot going on compared to those 2 tracks you played us.
That's it. Yeah.
There's a lot going on, and then what does he do? He releases an acoustic version of the same songs with less production, which to me is 100%. You are basically being super defensive.
Yeah.
On the off, you're predicting what the industry and maybe what your fans are going to think, which is probably what you've said. This is different. This is overproduced compared to what we're used to.
Yeah.
And I'm like, as a new listener, I'm like, do I like the acoustic version? Do I like what am I listening to? Because I've got 25 tracks now on 2 separate places.
It's a joke.
And I'm like, I'm just a bit confused by it and the approach. And I can't help but think,
just don't understand. It's way too much.
Maybe if you'd worked with a producer, and we'll talk about the production. I'm sure you will, and you'll be bang on. So you've already said it. But if you'd worked with a producer who'd helped you, not write, you're not going to lose any creative control, but just like go, dude, like come on, this
unnecessary.
You can probably take 10 songs out of this record.
It just gets
because
so
some of them
blurry.
Some of them don't feel finished.
Honestly, no,
like they feel like demos. Like a lot of them feel like demos to me, and that's probably really harsh. But that's where I'm sitting on this.
Dead And's Denim is like a okay song, and then it just goes like track number 4. So you kind of like, half interested by the 4th song because actually you're 4 songs in and you haven't had a hit, really.
I quite like Runny Eggs. I don't think it's a hit, but I do think
it's a good song.
It's actually quite a good song.
It's a good song. Good writing.
The writing in there is good.
I like but again, it's like a stripped back one.
Deanne's
actually.
Denim.
Yeah.
Again, when I first listened to it before researching Zach, I was a bit like, I don't really understand this song. But it's about his sobriety. So he's gone sober.
Okay.
And what he's talking about, Deanne is I believe Deanne is his mum or his grandmother. Again, apologies, you'll be screaming at me if you're a fan. But and what he's talking about is Deanne's denim. When he talks about jeans, he's talking about not physical jeans that you wear. He's talking about jeans as in GENES.
That is quite clever. I thought it was a good song.
And it's about if you have someone in, I think it was his grandmother, if you have someone in your family that's an alcoholic, is alcoholism or whatever you call it, that disease, is that genetic? Like, is that why he was struggling with it? So he's talking about Deanne's jeans or whatever. He's not the denim. He's referring to like which I think is like a really clever way of approaching that topic. So I really like that song. Even
Goes over my head.
Well, mate, I had to find that out. I didn't come to it myself,
great.
but really, really cool writing, I think.
It's just really, it's almost impossible to review an album that's so long.
Yeah, that's
because
why
when it's
I didn't bother.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Well, when it's shorter, when it's like 10 songs or whatever, sort of your standard 10 songs, you can kind of do like a track by track breakdown and go, I really love this one. Yeah. This one's really different. This one really stands out.
Yeah. What stood out? What do you like on there? Because I've got a couple that
honestly,
I can say
mate,
that I did enjoy.
3 songs.
Okay.
Which is Runny Eggs is the first one, kind of stripped back track with harmonica. Yeah. The big song on the album, the only one that's ever going to like be remembered is Plastic Cigarettes.
Yeah, that's doing quite well.
Which is, I think it's a really beautiful song.
Do you want to give us? Do you want to give us a play of that one?
I think it's. Is it a great song? I think it's not a great song. It's a really good song.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Really love the intro because it starts. I think the production on this one's really good. He found a good level in terms of. I actually prefer the produced one than the acoustic version.
Okay.
For mine. So let's have a listen to it. Plastic Cigarette, track number 17. It's getting some good plays already, way above anything else on the record. at 1.5 million on YouTube. So yeah, let's see it. Plastic Cigarette. Let's listen to the intro. Because it gets good. So it's a love song, right? It's a love song. It's kind of about a girl that does vaping. But there's more to it than that, isn't there? Have you heard it?
I have, yeah.
Did you
sort
get
of
17 songs in?
Sort of is.
I don't know why it's down there. I mean, is he pissing in the wind with his order as well? Do you know what I mean? Because it's like,
Mate,
when there's 10, you kind of go, I'm going to start strong, and then maybe track number 4. You start strong, probably the title track. Track number 4's the big one. Yeah, track number 4's the big one, and then you're going to sort of flirt around there, and then you're going to finish strong, right? That when there's 10. 17 is the best song. Did he know?
Mate, I just think he
Just churns them out.
needs someone to guide him.
Yeah.
And and
Because also you have to commend, like, there's absolutely fucking no way I could write anywhere near
No.
like 25. And by the way, he did like 20-song album last year as well.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that amount of songwriting, you're in a creative frenzy. And someone for mine that's that creative almost inevitably is not going to be able to. It's the sort of archetype thing, isn't it? It's like you're that creative, you're that good at that that you can't see
the wood from the trees.
You can't see clear.
Is that an old saying?
No, you can't see clear. You can't do both. And if he's self-produced, then which is cool. You know, we back the independentism-ness, but at the end of the day, it's like actually you're at it at this. Your writing's great, but you're at a detriment to yourself releasing it all at once.
It's a really
refinement.
It's a really good point, and I'm not saying this goes for everyone, but it's something that people have said to me, not about me necessarily, probably is about me, I don't know, but like it's very rare to find someone that is a brilliant lyricist and songwriter at the same time. Like there are people out there for sure, but it's very rare. You tend to be stronger in one area than the other, which is what you're saying. I saw in this, a lot of people were saying someone like Rick Rubin as a producer would be great for Zach, because Rick Rubin doesn't write. No, he doesn't do any of that. He just basically he's just like sits there and goes, that bit's good, that bit isn't good. Do that again. Take that out. Like get rid of 10 songs, like you said, make it
or finish them or save them. And rewrite some of them.
I'm so with you.
It's kind of just too much.
What's this one? Plastic Cigarettes.
Plastic Cigarettes. Let's have a listen. It's bloody good.
Well, I ain't written a love song in so long as your hair leads down your spine, but I don't mind if you lies tonight. I'll regret.
It's beautiful, isn't it? Just I feel like that. Yeah. Bastard. That's
what just happened.
So that's like the best song on the album by a country mile.
Oh god.
Okay. The song before that is some of the worst vocals I've heard on a song that's been fully produced into an album, maybe ever.
Can we talk about his vocals?
In Rivers and Creeks. Let me just play this.
Could you play this? You're so right. I wanted to bring this up.
And then it's like, and then we can find a common ground.
Deep within the shaking earthquake in California summer, oh, I pray you'll never find another thing that fucking bleeds when it gets cold. Your love comes and goes, grows with the vines and the trees. Hate that it grows inside my lungs, freezes up on the rivers and creeks.
I actually know. Yeah, you can. I know what you're trying to find.
It's a high bit.
There's parts in there where he's going into falsetto.
No.
Go on, give me your take, because I've talked a lot. Give me your take. What do you think vocally? Where are you at?
His his voice is like, you know, it's a hard one, isn't it? He's obviously not necessarily like the most naturally gifted singer. And his voice for mine sits in like a real small, I don't know. What's the range? His voice sits in a real small range, and it's suited to a very Pacific song. Pacific song.
Pacific is an ocean.
Specific song where almost that then plays to his strength. I feel like him trying to sing too low or too high or too fast or too slow is like at a detriment to him. His voice sits in a very tight box. But if, like, I don't know, someone with like a good voice sung that song in that box, it would be boring. But because his voice has this sort of crackle and a little bit of a strain to it, almost organically, that's his sound. And it's really unique for that.
Yeah.
But it's, he's obviously, it sounds, so he goes from it throughout the songs, throughout the album, it goes from, oh yeah, that song's in his sweet spot. That song's a great song. It sounds really good. Mm-hmm. And then it goes, he'll push himself like in that song, and it's like, oh my God, he can't sing. Like, it's like, oh my God, you like can't sing. It's really interesting for mine. But I really like it when it hits the sweet spot, and it hits really, really well for mine. But it's just, there's just that range thing, isn't it?
Mate, I think you're so right. It's exactly what I put down. Is like in that zone, he's so comfortable that it's so recognizable. Like I played a song earlier in the office, like on the speaker, and someone was like, "Oh, is this Zach Bryan?" And I was like, "Yeah, it's from his new album." They were like, "Oh, I haven't listened to it yet," and I'm like, "So you know the sound?"
Yeah.
For me, cool, I listened to that song. I couldn't actually. When I was looking earlier to find it, I couldn't bloody find the song because there's 25 of them. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you bastard.
I think again, there's a bit of pressure that's been put on him.
Yeah,
because
that's a weird one.
I think people are going. You're in a box.
Don't read the comments.
You're in a box. Like, you need to push yourself, and unfortunately, it hasn't worked for him on that track. His vocals are amazing, so raw and emotional in that one zone, and I love it. Like you say, I absolutely love it.
Dude.
The issue I've got with it is it works for 10 songs.
Yeah,
and then I'm so bored, and it sounds horrible to say it, but I'm getting to 20 tracks and having 5 more to go, and they're all in that same zone.
Honestly, mate, I'll be like, concentrate. I'll be like, fucking hell, come on, mate. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. You get to track number 4. And then you're just like thinking about, other things. And then you're like, next thing you know, and it all just, I don't want to say it sounds the same, because it doesn't sound the same.
I think it does.
But nothing stands out.
Nothing
stands out until you get to highs and lows, highs.
You're shaking down Elvis on that. But
and then you're like, what the fuck is that? You skip it, and then you're on to the really good one. Maybe it's really clever. I don't know. I think everyone's got a sound, and he's built a huge career out of it and a huge following. So you can't knock him for it. Yeah,
it's just, for me, it's fine for like a period, and then I lose interest. Is unfortunate, and also. Another note on his vocals, because of the zone that they sit in, they're kind of in this like mid. They're not really low.
It's mid,
they're not really high.
And that's the trouble.
They're in a mid, which is a nightmare to produce.
Well, yeah, I don't know
because
about production.
There's a lot of stuff that sits in the mid.
Yeah.
And then
the vocals are there as well, so you need to be stripped.
So if you listen to the horns,
they're
like in the same zone. Yeah. You can't hear his vocals. There's I probably wrote it down, but I can't remember.
Really horny.
There's a lot of horns in some of the choruses. And you like can't really hear his vocals that well because of the production. So then he's like getting killed for it's not stripped. Is it overproduced? Here's an acoustic version. Like there's a lot going on. I sort of feel bad for him because he can't win or lose. If he got a producer, he'd be like giving into the music industry and like, oh, you're conforming. And then he hasn't got a producer and he's released 25 tracks and he's like getting kind of slated by us anyway. Yeah. Are the fans going to love it? I'm sure they are because it's 25 songs.
Well, yeah, and there is. I feel like what what comes through ultimately is there is like some like emotional, personal songwriting.
Yeah, for sure.
And I feel like people care more about like the average person cares more about sort of emotional songwriting and lyrics
Yeah.
than they kind of do like, oh, the horns are a bit noisy in that one.
No, I think you're. I think you're
whatever.
right.
I don't know.
I do think you're right.
I don't
and
know,
also,
but-
like I said at the start of
But
this,
even as a whole sound, it's not engaging the whole way through.
No.
It doesn't have an album feel. You know, it's far too long to have any sort of sense of that.
Yeah.
You know.
no, I agree.
There we go.
I
So-
totally agree. What are you giving it on the house?
On
what
the
does
house.
what does it score out?
On the house, it gets 2 out of 5.
Yeah.
It's 2 out of 5. But it's that same old thing, isn't it? It's like, will I be listening to this next week? No. I will probably listen to Plastic Cigarettes for, who knows? It might be a timeless song. It might grow to be.
Yeah, look, I
Or
think
he
that-
might reproduce
I
it as a
think-
single,
I think there was.
and it might grow to be.
I think there was some tracks on there that maybe we'll hear in playlists on
Yeah.
the radio. You know, you've
And they'll
got
find themselves.
Cannonball,
Yeah.
Skins, the one about his breakup. Plastic
Yeah.
Cigarettes, Runny Eggs. I think is actually
yeah.
a really cool track as well.
But ultimately, it's dictated by fucking what goes viral on TikTok, which most of the time is dictated by lyrics now.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah, because in the Dave song, there's bars about engagement,
Yeah.
and then people are doing like sort of love videos with those bars behind. It's not about the song; it's just about the lyrics. It's really, really funny.
Mate, I'm with you. I'd give it.
And it's like, did you not
give it
realize
a
that
2.
Boy Who Played the Harp was on that album? Did you not hear that one?
I probably don't
what I
even
mean?
know who Dave is.
Yeah, I know.
Do you know
it's
what I mean?
crazy. Ah, exactly. They're like, who the fuck is Dave?
Like, who the fuck is Dave? I'd give it a 2 out of 2 as well.
2 out of 2.
2 out of 2. Fucking 100%. 2 out of 5. Fucking hell.
2 out of 5 on the house.
2 out of 5 for Zach Bryan. Sorry,
Yeah.
Zach.
I don't know. Yeah, it's
He doesn't fucking
Well,
care. He's a multi-millionaire.
yeah, it's frustrating, isn't it? Because it's frustrating because you want it to be better than it is because of like how good he can be.
Yeah.
Right?
I agree.
You hear that Plastic Cigarettes track and you go, fucking, why don't we have more like that?
Could have been a good album. Like 8 songs.
Like, yeah,
8 or
it
10
feels
songs.
like 8, 9.
Could have been
You
quite a good
been,
album.
like,
Maybe a
could
3.
have
We
got-
probably
it
could
could
have
have
given
gone
it
to
a
a
3.
3 with the same. And how funny is that? Because you could just reconstruct the album with the songs he's made, and it would have got a higher score if it was just a bit more condensed.
Mate, 100%.
But the wishy-washy nature of it just fucking makes the whole thing just a bit of a nightmare to get through, frankly, and it's a chore
Yeah, I agree.
rather than a pleasure.
I agree. Should we move on?
Anyway, well, the main